All right, this is 1.2, part 2. We're talking about measuring and constructing segments. So we're going to focus on this part of the lesson. We're going to actually do some what's called construction. So I have this segment AB, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a copy, an exact copy of this segment without using a ruler per se. I'm not going to measure it and say, oh, this is 2 inches, so I'm going to draw another segment that's 2 inches. That would be nice, but not all of these segments are easy to do that way. Sometimes you don't have a ruler, but all you need is a compass and a straight edge, and you can make this copy. So that being said, here's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to first start by making some point, and we're going to call this A prime. So what I'm going to do then, I'm going to show you 2 different ways to do this. I'm going to show you using this type of compass, and then I'm going to show you using an actual compass that you're used to seeing. So here's what we do. I'm going to take this pivot part. There's a little dot right here, and I'm going to use that to line up to A, and then I'm going to take this thing and slide it over and put this hole on top of B. So like so. I'm going to put this right on top, and I'm going to hold it down with my finger, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to slide it down until it's right on B. Okay? So then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this dot on A prime, and then I'm going to, without moving this slider, I'm going to make a small arc like so. All right. Then I'm going to pick any point on that arc right here. I'm just going to pick that one right there, and I'm going to call that point B prime. Okay. Now if I take a straight edge and I connect those, this segment A prime B prime has the exact same length as this segment over here. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you that these 2 segments are congruent. I'm going to take a Post-it note, and hopefully you can see the 2 little tick marks here. All right, now if I move this over here to this other segment, these 2 things will be approximately the same length. Okay, so you see, without me actually measuring it, I was able to construct a congruent segment using a compass and a straight edge. Now, just very quickly, I want to show you how to do the same thing with one of these. All right, so it's kind of almost the same thing, at least you start out the same way. You're going to make a segment, or a point. You start by picking a point, put it right here, and we'll call this, I don't know, we'll go ahead and call it C. Right. Now I'm going to take my compass, and I'm going to stretch this out and put the metal tip on A, and the pencil point on B. Now you want to be very careful not to move those 2. You want to keep them as close to the setting as possible without moving them. Right. Then you're going to put the metal tip on C, and you want to make an arc like so. And just like before with using the other method, if I pick a dot or I pick a point on that little arc here, we'll call this one D. And you do have to use a straight edge. Connect those 2. Right? And you would find that AB is congruent to CD. Okay? And you might see with little tick marks going. But that is how you construct congruent segments.